Afraid of the Mark. It's been a minute. We missed another one. Did we?
No?
No?
You missed another one.
You missed putting it up. Yeah.
Yep. Didn't edit. Sorry. That'll be out this week. My name's Dan.
I'm Chad.
I'm Finn.
Yeah, and that's Finn.
Without a long balls.
I thought Finn usually goes before me, I think.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Wanted to be behind you for once.
A few. Ranking points growing over there. All right. So, a bit of a week. I apologise if it sounds like my lungs are going to escape through my mouth.
Same.
I don't feel safe in this room anymore.
Hey, I've literally got a list of 1,000 viruses that I do not have that have come back negative on PCR tests.
No, it's the diseases we worry about with you, but that's all right.
We'll be all right.
When your genitals are giving you a round of applause. The old, that's a clap joke.
Oh, yeah, I get it. They don't call it clap here, though, do they? We're not a medical podcast, but...
No, but you probably scream more than clapping.
Yeah, very good. The football, then.
The football?
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
Do we want to start positives or negatives? Like, it's probably more negatives than positives, I think, after last weekend.
There's a little bit, yeah. I mean, we should probably just start straight away with Carlton and just talk about what's happening there.
They are beyond blues.
There is,
beyond.
I've been making that joke for years.
You have.
Yeah.
You have. Yeah. It's a classic.
It's a classic. They're going to have a massive.
They're going to have to. Like, they are so fucked.
No, I mean, like, people are just going to ask as well.
Yeah.
I think the supporters as well as the players, like, it's just going to be a complete walkout, really.
Yeah. It already looks. Again, I fucking say this so many times this year, but I don't like to. I'll tell you who didn't tip him. This guy.
Well, I tipped Fremantle as well, and that's obviously both coaches have let me down. But we'll stick with Blues. Yeah, and I did tip them. I thought they would have responded to the great player, but
yeah, they did not.
No, they did the opposite. That was disheartening. And even Vlos flew off the hinge. I think it was halftime. He was animated, really animated. It was just about their work at the contest. It was non-existent.
It was literally non-existent. And again, like I said, I've done this a few times this year, but kanecornes, he teed off on Patrick Cripps, and he had a few clips.
To tee off on Patrick Cripps.
No, but he had a few clips where Patrick Cripps was just jogging, and his direct opponent was 10, 15, 20 metres away from him, running.
And guess what?
Running to the next contest, and
can you blame the guy?
I cannot. You can't blame the guy, but while you're still there and the heat is on, you've got to do better than that.
No,
you have to.
He's been doing better than that for longer than anyone should have to.
Like, but he's not doing himself any favours for value to go elsewhere.
He's doing West Coast great favours because they can get him for fuck all.
I don't think they'll use that at the bargaining table.
My point is like there's 18 other superstars on that fucking field. Why is it that he has to be the one that has to carry the weight? Why isn't fucking salary fucking drainer Adam Chera doing it, or number one draft pick, greatest of all time, Sam Walsh not fucking pulling his weight?
Well, they're all a bit like down, obviously.
Look, I think a lot of that midfield issue comes from DeConing checked out.
Did you see the video of the Collingwood cheer squad?
Yeah.
How fucking good's that? So he's standing in the goal square singing the Saints song to him. I don't know how he did so well to not like react or respond or turn around and say or do anything.
He's one of the players who hasn't stuck up their finger at the crowd this year, so it's good to be in the minority on some points.
Yeah. Well, how good though, like quality from the cheer squad. I respect that and I appreciate that.
Oh, if the banter's there, it's there.
Oh yeah.
It's not what's the word? Derogatory. It's playful.
Yeah.
There's a line. But no, I mean Carlton. I've not seen a team that down let alone. I can't remember a recent memory where the players and everyone just looks that dejected ever. And this is a team that, on paper, can still challenge or at least make the 8.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where are they on the ladder right now? 12th.
Yeah,
they're a fair way away from it.
Yeah, well, they won't anywhere near it. Not even if they have a kind of a revelation of.
They'd have to win every game from here to have.
Yeah.
Not that it's not impossible. They're going to achieve it, but
absolutely.
When your players are checked out.
Yeah, but that's not good enough at this level to check out.
You 100% right. What I'm saying is, when your players are checked out, there's no amount of work a coach can do to bring them back in.
Well, you drop them. Like, you start playing the young. If they're not going to perform, then drop them.
Yeah, but that would be hard to be in that position to go, I'm just going to drop you because you don't know if they've checked out or if there's other issues that you like.
Yeah. It doesn't. If you're not performing, you get dropped. It's as simple as that.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
But like Finn was just saying, though, it's not you can't drop all of them because then you're literally running out with a team of teenagers. Or
well, I mean, if they bring Evan, I'd rather have that.
And I agree. I agree with that too. I'm just trying to look at it from Voss's perspective, where like he doesn't really know what's going on. So he's you got to work through that first of all to determine what the issue is, right?
Yeah,
and who's to say that like Patrick Cripps has one bad game and gets fucking mauled for it? Like, what's that going to do for him?
Well, it's not one bad game though. That's the other thing
that was a bad game for him. But
that was a bad game.
His average game is still better than what a lot of people in the competition do. Like when he's down on form, he's still doing more than the rest of his team.
But he's like really down on form.
Yeah, that's
one of the things I read was
problem.
he's had 11 coaches' votes this year.
Correct. Yeah.
And this time last year he'd had 113.
Yeah. So, but he's a fucking dual Brownlow medalist. Of course, he's going to have seasons where he's got 113. Right? Like, how many coaches' votes do everyone else have? It's usually the same 10 people who are getting, and then. But his average seasons are still better than what fucking half the competitions are. Like, so
it's true.
It's like if he's down on form, he's someone you don't really drop. You leave him to. He's a captain, and he's a real captain, not like those fucking duds at West Coast. Like he's a real captain who's earned that right to be given as much time as he needs to work through his form slump, right?
Yeah.
But this isn't like he's out of position or that's the game style. It's his effort.
No, it's a form slump. He's not feeling it right now, right? And he's earned the right to work himself through that, right? So if you're the coach, you don't go, all right, let's dump our captain because he's finally stopped carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. You go, you give that man the time he needs to work through it. You dump De Koning because he's checked out, right?
Yeah.
You dump fucking Chera because like
bringing little value.
Stuff.
I guess that kind of like,
and you got to look at Williams. Zach, he was down, and they let him work through it, and then he's finally getting back to where he needs to be, right? So
it's true,
and that's the benefit of you giving those senior players who have been champions for a diminishing club for so long, who have come in like Sam Doherty could be sucking right now, and you don't drop that man.
No,
because if he's sucking, he's going to work through it like he's done every other time in his career. And he's come back from fucking cancer twice and worked his way back into it, right? If he's had a form slump, which I think he's been playing perfectly fine. So, like, he's one of the players who's still trying to have a crack. But you can't drop everyone. But you have to drop people.
You can make a statement with a couple of actions.
De Koning's one you make a statement with because he's gone, right? He's checked out. So you just go, see you later. You can play in the VFL. But you got to understand the coach is like, he's trying to work through what is a form slump and what is player not wanting to be there. And Patrick Cripps could be checked out and going, fuck that, I'm going to walk. You know, I'm going to go back home. That could be where he's at. You know, like, or he could just be in the, I'm tired. I'm fucking...
Well, we've just had 6 buy rounds. Like, get over it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not good enough. Like, just because it gets hard doesn't mean it gives you the right to stop.
Yeah, it's not good enough. But
no.
Especially from the supporters. Well, minimum, we want to see effort every week. Minimum.
Looking at Adam Chera's stats from that game, 28 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles, 71% disposal efficiency, 5 turnovers.
How many handballs?
13 handballs, 11 contested, 17 uncontested, and 5 score involvements.
So on paper, that's a great game. But what was he doing with those disposals?
Well, they're all right in the middle, so he's getting them from inside to out, and then
the next person.
Yeah, and more uncontested than contested. So yeah, he's been a little fly, and he's waiting for someone to do the hard work, which they're not doing.
Nah. Who else is in that midfield?
What, Walsh, Cripps?
Cripps had 25, 12 kicks, 13 handballs.
I don't think who else is.
3 tackles, 76% disposal efficiency, 6 turnovers, 5 score involvement.
What was his total disposal?
25.
What was he roasted for?
For like being late to contests and causing goals because he's not on his man.
How many contested possessions did he have?
11.
I guess it's like again, it's like what is it impacting the game, or is because like with the midfielder you can't help but get
if you've got
disposals.
11 contested possessions, that
13.
Hey,
13. Sorry.
13 contested possessions. That tells me that you didn't miss a lot of contests, right? And that's like you're scoping in on a couple of moments where maybe he should have been on the bench for a rotation.
Potentially, yeah.
On the deck, you know,
kanecornes, isn't it? But
yeah, but those numbers are telling me that he's at contest, right? Like,
but when you watch the vision in isolation,
I
you sort of
I
go,
saw the
"Oh,
vision.
shit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
shit."
it, but you can't judge a whole game on that. That
No.
sounds that's better than average performance of most players in the competition.
Yeah, fair.
And he's clearly in a form slump. We know he is. But if that's his form, if that's what his form slump looks like, fucking hell, like, what? Because he's not winning a third Brownlow, you're fucking gonna
jump
say
on
he's
him,
fucked, like.
Melbourne would have given him 9 years on those stats.
100% they would have.
Yeah.
He'd be their best player. St Kilda would give him $2 million a year on those
Yeah,
stats.
yeah, they would.
And Ross would probably take him to Vegas at least once, maybe twice a year.
That's fucking ridiculous. Like,
So is Voss going to be there next year?
No. It doesn't matter what happens now.
Should he be there next year?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
100%. Because his problem right now isn't a coaching issue.
No.
It's recruitment, and I think that the biggest thing the players they've invested in have been the wrong ones.
Correct. There's only been one right player they've invested in, and he's ready to leave.
Yeah. So you reckon there'll be a few that will try and clear out? Obviously, DeConing will want to go.
Oh, he's money, you know.
DeConing will go. I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll go to either WA club. I don't think he'll care which one it is. He'll just like done my time in Victoria. Doesn't matter if I play for a shit club or a good club. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably won't want to come across to Freo because they're pretty much in the same spot at the moment,
Yeah,
apart from the attitude.
I mean, if he's got the option to play for the team he wants to play for, won't matter which one, you know. Like, but I mean, if I was him, I'd be going to West Coast because he's got the capacity to actually make a fucking big impact.
Yeah.
But you never know. You can't know that bloke. He might stay there and work through it, and
you
be
never
a
know.
one-club player and all good. You know, like it's not.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of players in that side who just like, what's his name from Geelong? Dark hair, smaller guy.
Why am I struggling to remember that?
It's like names on the tip of my tongue.
Motlop, no.
No.
I don't know, mate.
I keep thinking of Sard, but he's Bombers. Who is that? You got me stumped now.
Sard.
I don't know who you're talking about from Geelong.
No, he was at Geelong.
I don't know, man.
Was it what position is he?
Ollie Hollands.
Oh, really? Was he at Geelong?
He was at Geelong, wasn't he?
Was he?
Are you sure you're not thinking of Ollie Henry who plays for Geelong?
No. I'm sure Hollands. I mean, this might be one of those becoming quite regular things I'm wrong about.
So this will be 3 weeks in a row. I think Finn's having a bit of a form slump as well.
Australian rules footballer.
No, he got drafted at Carlton.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think you're thinking Ollie Henry. I think you are.
No,
but 3 weeks in a row. We don't have to clip all three of these and back in back.
mistaking him for his brother.
Who does his brother play for? Just play for Geelong.
Ollie Henry.
Yeah.
Hollands is from Geelong. Right. He attended Geelong Grammar.
Right.
All right, so that might be where I'm getting a bit mixed up.
Just never played for the Cats.
Are you clutching at straws or what?
Brother played Gold Coast. Now plays for Carlton.
While we're talking about Carlton in that game, like Collingwood are just flying, aren't they?
Oh, the other end of the ladder, yeah. They're just doing what they need to do, really.
Yeah.
And they've still got players coming back in, so there's going to be,
yeah. They've still got Jordan De Goey sitting on the injury list, like probably due to come back any week now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think how he fits into that. I mean, obviously at his best, he's still great, but like we've not seen his best for a long time, so I wouldn't rush him back in.
No.
I'm not sure what impact.
They're going to lose. They're not going to win a grand final this year.
You don't reckon?
No.
I don't know.
They've
can't
peaked
see
quite
that.
early. I don't know if they can maintain that.
No, they're going to fucking go all the way there. I'm just saying they're not going to win it. Win the last game.
Yeah.
Reckon it'll be Brizzy up there with him again.
Yeah, and the only reason I think they're not going to win the last game is because they've been fucking so dominant the whole year.
Yeah.
That when they finally drop one, it's going to be the worst time.
The big one, yeah.
So they're going to be the prelim or the grand final, and it's going to be like, and it'll purely be because They just have that one off game.
Yeah.
They're the best team we've seen in a long time.
They're very, very good right now. Yeah.
But
yeah.
They
Putting
it's
together
the
a great year.
sustainability that they're going to age quick, and then all of a sudden they're going to
No way, man.
Pendles and Bottom, and
Like,
they're all going to, you know.
Bro, I don't reckon they're going to
I
have
think
that
they've got
problem.
some serious
I thought they were
depth in
gonna
there.
have that problem for a while, but their recruitment has been fucking elite.
And those
Membry,
boys that you talk about have been able to take the foot off the gas a little bit. They're not having to carry the weight,
pumping,
and they're flying.
Yeah, Tim Membry been what I said that was going to be a fucking terrible move for him, and it has paid fucking dividends.
I called it. You heard it here on the first. I was
Has our man re-signed yet?
Tim?
Tim?
Oh, Darcy Cameron.
The Camerona.
The 29-year-old.
I don't know if he has.
He hasn't. Even though they said he was, he hasn't.
I still can't get over how old he is. I thought he was like a 3rd or 4th year player.
No boy. He's an old boy. They're 2.5 games clear of Brisbane, who are in second place. Yeah. That's crazy.
You know what? There's only 3 teams who could play the grand final.
Was that a new Andrew Dillon idea to try and spice up the competition, putting 3 in at once?
Yeah. I disagree because
grand final.
I disagree because Adelaide, Geelong,
more teams, more supporters.
Adelaide, Geelong, and Hawthorn are all on 44 points. So.
No. I'm saying based on how they play, right, and how their current form is, I can only see 3 teams playing that grand final.
Well, Brisbane haven't really found their straps yet. They're still somehow second. That's bizarre to me.
Are you talking Adelaide, Brisbane, and Collingwood? Yeah.
They're the only 3 teams I think who could legitimately go all the way
to make it
Geelong
interesting.
Probably
least,
could too.
Based
They're
on
definitely
how they play. I don't know about Geelong.
They're very up and down.
They still are in a yo-yo phase. So I don't.
They've only dropped 5 games.
I'm not saying that they won't play deep into September. What I'm saying is their game style and how they're playing and how they win. I think there's only 3 teams who.
They're very reliant on Jeremy Cameron kicking a bag at the moment.
That's right. There's a few things there. They're just like, do they really have the
cohesion?
Not cohesion.
Consistency.
The ruthlessness to put everyone to the sword like those 3 teams currently do. Those
fair.
3 teams can put anyone to the sword any time of day.
There's not like a common mythology how they win. It's very chaotic, I think.
It's just to fucking get after
They're
it.
They're a fucking good team, right?
Get the win.
Good players, yeah.
Great players, great team, great coach. Everything about them. That's why they're constantly there.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at, and I could be wrong. All 3 of those teams might not even get there, but I think just like the way they are playing, and the way they win, and when they win, they fucking like. They just don't. Let's not get over the line. Let's just boom, 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 boom. That's something I thought the Doggies might have been capable of.
Yeah, jury's still out on the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah,
not on the mushroom lady though. They convicted her.
Hey, they did.
On all counts. Yeah,
they did.
What's wrong with enjoying a succulent mushroom meal? Right?
Well, I mean, like,
if I with a bit of premeditated murder.
I mean, look, if I had cooked that, I would probably be like, all right, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. I just grabbed the closest mushrooms.
Yeah, it's. I was trying to save some money because Woolworths is a rip-off.
Yeah.
Cooking's for women. That's all you'd say. And they'd let you off.
Well, if you want to get views, I'm sure that would help generate a few.
Misogynist couldn't have been him.
That would have been the jury. Why was he in the kitchen in the first place? Like, what's he doing?
Yeah, unfortunately for her, she wouldn't be able to. There's nothing she could say to use that sort of stereotype in defence.
No, but it's probably life. I reckon it's going to be life in prison, I think.
Well, it's 3 murder charges and a manslaughter charge, isn't it?
So she'll be out in 14 years.
Oh.
Maybe.
Pretty sure 14's life sentence.
No fucking way. Come on.
I'm fairly certain that's what a life sentence is.
Don't make me Google this.
You can do that. I would have just said they're magic mushies.
Yeah.
I was trying to get everyone high.
Well, they're magic because they made 3 people disappear.
It's your fault for not decriminalising it and making it safely accessible to the public. Blame the government for it. The government's fault.
They want to trip balls. I don't want to die. Like,
I got the wrong one because it's your fault.
In Australia, a life sentence means imprisonment for the offender's natural life, though it often includes a minimum non-parole period before parole eligibility can be considered. While a life sentence is the most severe penalty, it doesn't always mean the offender will spend their entire life in prison. Most jurisdictions have a system where prisoners can apply for
He's
parole
talking
after
out loud, but we're
serving
still here.
a minimum non-parole period. The period varies by jurisdiction and the specific crime, but it can be a substantial amount of time, such as 15, 20, 25, or even 30 years for certain murder convictions.
Well, it depends how much you scare the shit out of the jury and what you've got on the judge.
Or
That has a big impact.
Where
WA where it's
maybe where does she live? In some jurisdictions like New South Wales, a life sentence truly means imprisonment for life, although the offender can still apply for parole after serving the minimum non-parole
there
period.
you go.
Well, maybe she just has to take some cooking awareness classes and,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But anyway,
Isn't it? It'd be more foraging awareness than cooking awareness, wouldn't it?
yeah, I mean, that's how we found out. That's how we used to live and die when we found out what was edible. We just had to,
Yeah,
to
true.
take a risk.
That is
Do you
very
want to
true.
starve or do you want to die of hunger or die of eating? They're your choices.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Finn's just walked out. I don't know if it's in protest or...
Yeah, that's it. He's like, fuck, I thought life sentence was 14 years. I can't be wrong again.
Like you said, he was putting together a salad. Maybe he's just taking some of the key ingredients.
Oh, too good.
Clear into
Jesus
history, Finn. We
Christ.
know. We know.
That was fucking funny.
But I mean, I guess we've kind of gone from the extremes of Carlton being low to the highs of Collingwood and the sporadicness of Geelong.
We've got to talk about Adelaide. Surely, is that where you're going next?
No, I was going to talk about Fremantle because, like, in terms of going back down again,
So
now
you want to wait for old mate to talk about Freo.
he'll come back.
Hmm.
I mean, that was a massive disappointment on the weekend. These are historically the games the
Not for
Dockers
this guy.
tipping wise suited you.
Yep.
But I mean, like these are the games they notoriously lose whenever they're in the 8, and now they're out the 8, and this is going to hurt a lot.
Yeah, and they knew going into the game that if they didn't win, they were going to be out of the 8.
And talking about foraging, I think they were too worried about the grass as compared to the actual game itself. I've never seen so much built up about grass before.
Nah.
We've had like monsoons in bloody Brisbane, and they're like, oh, but the ground's a bit It's like, did you see what like some of the old footy ovals used to look like back in the 80s and the 90s?
running around in fucking sludge and mud.
Yeah, but they get paid millions of dollars now to
Yeah.
be professional. And have you ever seen how good a game looks played in mud? 4 goals for
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean, it's
true.
in terms of quality of like, it's a lot better than it's ever been minimum.
It's the
To be
whole
fair,
point of
the
the game.
SCG looked fucking great.
Huh?
And
I thought it looked great.
And let me just use that whole quality thing to roll into my next point.
Oh, see, he's just missed what we were talking about. Go on.
The SCG.
No, the Freo. We were saying
Fremantle.
how bad Freo. They were more preoccupied on the grass as opposed to the ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
But go on, what was your point?
Well, you talk. I'm just saying, like, a muddy sludge fest is a terrible thing to watch. Much like the position of the AFLW.
Okay.
It is down 60-something%. It's now costing the AFL $50 a year.
So the AFL is now truly not for profit. There's
That's
going to be
the
$3
AFL
million in the
business
hole.
model.
Andrew Dillon's approached the clubs this week to say, you need to do something about this.
Oh shit!
Can they negatively gear it? Is that a thing?
It's not an asset, mate.
No.
So
What's that based on? Like that's actual money being made.
That's what it
money
did.
being lost
Based on okay.
on broadcast.
Yeah, they want a pay increase, evidently. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, well, you got to generate money to have an increase.
Look, they're not under. I'm sure all the players are not under the illusion that they just get money because they're professionals. Like they are. I'm sure
I
they
think some of
understand.
them are.
This is an American basketball. I'm sure they're all well aware that revenue in equals more, but they probably just want livable wages, which isn't unreasonable to ask.
Well, so does every other Australian. We don't. Most of us don't get that. So they've got to be
You've
realistic.
got the capacity to change your job at any point.
Yeah, but they keep knocking back my surgeon because I'm not qualified. And I
Because you
think
don't put your pronouns on the application form.
I think it's
and
discrimination.
You think as someone qualified as a professional athlete, they should be able to keep roof over. Like if they can't, they'll just go. The game dies without the player.
Yeah, and what they're asking for is
well, the game dies without
reasonable
fans,
to protect
yeah.
the integrity of the competition too, because we want them to go out there and play hard
Correct.
if we're going to watch it.
So
But they
it's
can't
not
train
like-
hard, so
I think it's fair from the ask
can't
for
play
it,
hard.
but
I agree.
something has to be done about
Yeah.
it. So
It's the way they've gone about. They expanded the AFLW too quickly. They added too many teams in
they
before it was
expanded
even.
way too slowly.
I mean, why wouldn't you start off with like even like basic VFL teams and go, all right, we'll create the VFL first, get it sustainable, and
that
then
already existed and was sustainable.
what the AFLW Victorian League.
Yeah, as it was in the WA. They've all existed for a long time. No,
Yeah.
but look, and this is my position on it, right? It was expanded too slowly because there's a lot of people who aren't going to pick a different club, right? You're a Crom man, so you're going to pick the Crom ladies, right? You're not going to I'm going to go for the men in Crom and the fucking girls in blues, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by having a insane amount of, there's 18 teams and you've brought in 6, then you brought in 10, and then you brought in 14, and then you brought in 18. Every year you're missing out on potential supporters of the sport
members,
and members going, right? So
is a membership separate between an AFL team and the AFLW team?
I think there's some where they
Right.
offer
both
package deals. Yeah.
Look, it's once my daughter's interested in, I will take her to AFLW games because she should, if she loves it and wants to support it, then I want her to support both competitions, right?
Yep.
And I'll be inclined to very much want to do that, right? But people talking about, they should play every team twice. That suggestion, it was predicted to cost the competition based on how it currently. I'm a firm believer, and the easiest way to fix it is they have the same fixture as men's. They play in the same time of year, and they play both games side by side.
With opening round?
What do you mean?
You mean like the women's as curtain raisers for the men's game?
Every single male's match.
Yep.
Every single game, without without any doubt, that's the only way to run it, right?
Yep.
Because they save costs in broadcasting, because broadcasting is happening, right? They get more bums on seats because some people want to go earlier. A lot of
Which
people,
means venues are going to make money too.
A lot of people go to the games 3 hours earlier because they want to look at players bouncing the ball on the grass, eating grass, doing whatever Matt Rowell does, right? The kids want to go get their balls signed, right? They want to.
The Sharons.
Their boots, their Sharons, their flags, their whatever. They want a chance to potentially get things signed, right? There is always people there early. Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm going to the game and I can watch 2 games instead of 1,
100%.
I'm going to do it, right? And there might be times where your women's team's doing really well and your men's team's not.
So you get to watch a win and then a load of shit in the evening.
Right? But all of a sudden, at the end of the day, you only you really enjoy footy more when you're at it, right?
Yeah.
Watching it on the TV is not the same as watching it.
No.
Right? And if you're already going there, you're going to enjoy watching it because you're already there. That would save money. And the reason why it's never been that way, I don't understand. And I think that is the one correct way to fix
I think
is
it's
that
a good point.
the issue with it in itself, though, that people won't naturally just flock to the game to watch it? It'd be like as an added bonus, I guess, as opposed to a standalone fixture. Is that the issue?
I'm not going to go sit in the sun in summer watching the footy.
No, it's hot. But I mean, people watch the cricket doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
so
like cricket's just as, if not more boring than fucking women's footy. So I'm not going to go sit in the sun for that either.
No, neither would I, but that's like 6 hours of that slow test crap.
As a football supporter, my perspective is I'm not going to go to watch them play during their fixture period because it's fucking terrible anyway, right? The conditions they play in probably is half the reason why the game sucks too, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Like, because it's hard work being out there when you're starting that early in the year, right? That's shit, proper shit. And if you're already going to a game, why wouldn't you watch both?
No, it would, like, so if they played before, I would probably go early, just to, why not?
Of course you would.
But
and you might find that you enjoyed it and you're going to go watch them every time. They're always going to be playing there every second week. Look,
is the sustainability? I mean, we've looked at things in say the WNBA in America, as well as even our netball league over here. It's just that one, I guess, women don't naturally flock to women's sport to engage and watch, and that's where the issue is. It's the interest,
correct,
from both sides.
Yeah, and it is. But if you're already there for the footy,
you're
going to watch 2 games. What's hurting you from going?
Yeah, I know that business model is fine. That's Andrew Dillon won't go for that because that makes too much sense. Yeah. But it's just one of those things where their natural interest, they just don't find it that interesting. Like even to watch their own gender go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, they love the men's footy. It's just they don't love the women's footy.
Well, that's because the men, especially I'd go to see Dacos and I'm straight. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's different components. I don't know. I've met some of them.
Women love sport, but they love good sport.
I don't know. I honestly think it's this.
Mate, I know so many girls are at the footy every week. Good friends of mine always go on the. Footy.
I mean, it might be a generational thing, but a lot of even our ages, they all grew up with men's footy. That was the be-all. That's like generational. I don't know if it's that. It's maybe a bit of that of a component.
Possibly.
Is it a skill level thing? Is it a marquee player thing?
Yeah, and that's a great point. But like, unless more people go and they generate more money to give them more money to make them better players, and you look at how they play now compared to how they used to play, and a lot of teams have starting to really get over that skill era hump, especially like the ones who've been around since the start. Like,
they'd give Carlton men's a run for their money at the moment.
Fucking West Coast men's a run for their money.
Yeah.
Some of them would, like it's not. We've watched footy games this year where the total points have been 60 for a whole game, and you could have pit both those women's team together against each other, and they would have kicked 70 for the game. Well, which one was a better game in the end?
Yeah,
the women's one, right? So,
but I mean, even like I guess I can only speak as a male. I for whatever reason, I don't know what I'm not drawn to watch the women's league. Yeah. I don't know why. Like, just it doesn't. I'm not filled. I'm not compelled to watch. I don't know. I don't have the same draw as the men's league.
Do you know why I'm not compelled to watch it? Because I don't know who fucking anyone is in it, and I haven't been to a game and gone. I haven't had any reason to go to a game.
Well, is it our fault we should go more and try and get more involved in it?
It is our fault.
I feel like I've proactively tried to watch it, and then just sort of, like you said, it's sort of boring. There's no spectacle, and you drag your way through a game, and the games are shorter too, and you find yourself dragging your way through it.
Any spectacle unless they start playing them simultaneously. And follow the exact same competition model.
But if they're in like the off season when they play, sometimes I need a rest after the main season because like after the grand final, it's like
break from footy.
Yeah, I need I have to love something. You're gonna miss it sometimes.
Yeah,
because by the time April comes around again, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, we're sick of waiting. But
so if you put it on, like if you even like just to start, like I said, one just to get them better off financially before they maybe have their own fixture or whatever. Then starting at the same, but mirroring the men's league.
Even if it kicks off and ends up being great, it should still be the same fixture as the men.
Yeah, I mean that's fine as well.
And the only time it should change is when they're good enough to actually have ladder position affected by performance.
Yeah. Well, as
it stands right now, the ladder is always the teams have been at.
The hard part is like the men's league had 150 years to build itself to where it is. Like they literally went from like not even getting paid to part time. They didn't go full time until like the 90s, and even then, like the money was nowhere near it. Where they wanted to go straight to full time and you can't do that. Yeah.
They're also playing better than teams did in the fucking 60s.
Yeah, but unless you can generate the money, then it's irrelevant.
Yeah, but they're not going to. They're going to struggle to generate the revenue because people have the option to watch what is a better developed sport in the men's. Right? So the only way to fix it is by running them together.
But I mean, like you look at it at a different angle. If I go to DC, say he's my boss and he used to be for a while. If I say, hey, Dan, I just lost $200 million last year. Can I have a pay increase? Does that make any logical sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
But they're not responsible for the loss.
Well,
they're just
why not?
people going to do their job.
Well, you've got to generate interest in the product. If they're not,
but they can't get.
It's not on the players to generate the interest in the product.
They can't develop overnight, right?
No, they can't.
It took men 150 years. You just said it yourself, right?
Yeah.
And they've done it in record time. These girls are getting so much better, so much faster. Right? Their clubs aren't getting bums in seats. The AFL aren't getting bums in seats. The broadcasters aren't getting people watching on the telly. They are the tiniest piece in what is a fucking big cog. Tiniest cog in a big machine, rather. Get that right. But they need to be able to fucking afford to eat. Otherwise, because once the players leave, all that lost money becomes an actual loss. If they persevere through it and eventually it starts making money, they can eventually make the money back that they've lost. Right? So the girls, they're not asking for unreasonable amounts of money. They're asking for the same amount of money that a person who does fucking another job, the same amount of money they'd make if they worked in their careers. Because if they have to work and do it, guarantee you they're not going to develop skill.
No.
The men's only got to the point where they were elite 100-something years later when it was their full-time job. And if they can earn enough money for it to be their full-time job, they can commit themselves 110% to getting better as individuals, not just so much as a competition, but individually they get better because they get to work. What am I doing for work today? I'm going to the gym and I'm going to go 1,000 footies at the goalpost. That's my job today. You do something 1,000 times, you're going to get pretty fucking good at doing it, right?
I don't know. Dixon wasn't that great.
You're definitely going to get better at it, that's for sure.
But I mean, like, the thing is, like, even like the players who came before us in the men's, they played for nothing, and they played for pride of the, like, they played, like, it had to get built over, like, people had to sacrifice to get to where it is.
Have you gone back and watched a game of footy from the 70s?
No, not recently.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. It wasn't until the 80s where footy started getting good.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how long's the AFLW been in existence now? Like what?
7 years, 8 years.
So they've got 143 years to go till they catch up to us.
But they've already jumped to where they were in the 70s. That's what I'm saying. They've done fucking from 1890 to 1970s.
But why is that though? Is that because the the men's has already been established for so long?
More resources and more.
Yeah.
Than what the men had, right? So
if the path's already been trodden, you're not going to make the
easy
same mistakes,
pathways, right? And the resources there. So imagine if their personal resources means that they can do it full time instead of working at the same time and doing it. I reckon they'd jump the next 40 years pretty fucking quick if they've already jumped 110 years pretty quick.
But I mean, you look at it like this. Like, I think women should absolutely have positive athletes, and I think the AFLW is a great idea. But if you asked, on average, women what they watched on the weekend, is it going to be Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or was it the West Coast GWS women's game?
What you're trying to do there is single women's sport. You're trying to force women's sport to have women's supporters.
Well, shouldn't they be the primary support base for the women's league?
Well, but why? I'm trying to say to you that men's sport has women's supporters and a lot of women's supporters, right? And I'd say if you went to a game of footy, you're going to have a fucking 50-50, 45-55% spread of men and women watching the sport, right? So it's not just on the women to support the sport. Men need to support it too, because the population needs to be the entire amount watching. So it's this idea that, like, and I do understand the rhetoric is that, like, well, if you want women to do more in sports, then you need to support women, right? Because a lot of women are the ones banging their chests saying, no, the girls need to get the same as men. They deserve this, they deserve that. And that's an American thing with basketball. You don't really see it here, but I know what you're saying. And I understand that point. But at the end of the day, the population in Australia is men and women. And the only way you're going to get a population supporter big enough to be able to make the sport financially viable is for men and women to support it. And the only way I'm going to a game is if it's on before the men. And the only way I'm watching a game, broadcast, one big broadcast of women's. Why don't
you preference the women and not go to the men? Why don't you flip it around and go to there instead?
There might be marquee games where the men play first. There might be games where West Coast versus St Kilda's on. Well, I fucking want to watch that. And
they play at 12 o'clock, and then the women
Coast,
play at 2:30, 3 o'clock.
They're the better sides. So like, there's no reason. I'm not saying they have to be beforehand. They could be sundowners for what is a men's daytime slot. Well, let's run the women's after that, and you can have your evening slot for the women's. You know, like.
I mean, we're trying to figure out why the engagement's not there, but we don't even feel compelled to watch. So obviously there is an issue. We just don't know what it is effectively. Yeah.
Well, but I've given you my reasonings behind it.
Yeah.
I'm not watching footy in the sun.
Yeah, but if you watch it on TV, that's all right. You can watch it on TV.
But sometimes I do watch it on TV, especially if, like, I would actively try to get my daughter involved. Let's watch the girls play footy. Like, and I'll during the off season, I'll be getting up on Saturday mornings, and going putting it on. But
even in terms of like overall engagement, because I think like the NBA in America's recently dealt with this in terms of like fans are leaving the sport for like both leagues because they're getting over it. It's like the AFL, I feel, is heading that way, because then it's like you even look like their great idea today was that doing a mid-season competition of $5 million and someone gets to play off for a guaranteed spot in the finals. Like it's becoming a circus act now. Yeah, this is another great idea from the AFL,
like a secondary competition within the competition.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the fucking wild card idea of?
Mate, I literally sat with my wife today talking about it, and I was like, Finn's idea was way better, and what we nutted out here on the podcast was way better than what the AFL.
Mate, Paul Roos said it best. If you can't qualify in 23 rounds, you don't deserve to be in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you look at how shit the Dockers are playing now, that 9th spot, they don't deserve to play finals. And you shouldn't be, like, seriously, they're rewarding people for being media. I mean, I know this is a reflection of society at the moment, but the way Dylan's going, it's going to be like the Oz kickers. They're going to stop keeping score and like, as long as everyone has fun and engages, that's going to be the AFL men's league soon. That's where we're heading. Like, leave the competition.
Noah Bolter will knock him out at the pub if it goes that way. Don't worry.
We want the
Stephen May will abuse him when he's drunk at the Brownlow. Don't worry.
But it's like, we don't need mid-season comps. We don't need an evening grand final. I don't, because everything is the halftime entertainment. I don't watch it for the halftime entertainment. I watch it for the sport. And the amount of time the entertainment has been shit. Like whenever it's halftime, I leave.
I want a nighttime grand final.
I do.
Always want a nighttime.
No, there's some traditions that don't need to be messed with.
I'm sorry, but footy at night is better than footy in the day.
Yeah,
and always has been.
No, I like the build up to the afternoon game.
I want my night to be. I want a whole day of build up for the grand final, and then I watch it at night time, and I get to enjoy my Saturday evening. Is the best fucking game of the year on Saturday night, having a barbie, watching the fucking footy, and when it's during the day, I'm in bed by 3 o'clock because I'm fucking drunk, and I'm hungover at 7 p.m. and it's shit.
Yep. Was that your fault? You're a lightweight though. Like, can you just go harder?
It's not about that. What it is you get up early because
you start drinking at 9 a.m. because you're watching all the shit build up.
You want the whole
day. The kick over the river.
The whole day I like watching the kick. Yeah, the kick over the river. I love watching. I love the Channel 7 and the Fox broadcasts. That like their previews of the game and their thoughts and opinions and I love seeing people floating around the G and having a good time and and it's like that when you go to a grand final and it fucking sucks when it gets to 2:30 and you're fucking rat shit and you got to go home and it's like, what am I going to do now? Like my dopamine can't get any higher at this point.
Yeah. I've got some pills to help with that if you want.
But you've just hit. It's such a fucking peak of what is the best day of the year.
And if your team have lost, like.
And but even when your team's not in it, you've already peaked at what is the best thing, and it's like I want to see that in the evening. I want to enjoy that at night.
So I just cramped up. I did some pickle juice. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, I am clipping that. That was gold. I turned around at the perfect moment.
Mate, this floor is worse than the bloody SCG. Jesus Christ. Oh. That says iPhone storage full on the screen. By the way, is that a problem? Yeah.
Oh, mate.
I guess I'm not in it this week.
I've just ordered the corner of my eye. Yeah.
Good catch. I'll just
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you
can just crop out what you need to.
Yeah, cool. Back to the canon days.
But no, I like the afternoon. I think I'm a traditionalist. They need, because they're changing everything. The standing rule, the bloody, and they're only changing shit that's not controversial. Have they changed the drug policy yet? No. Like they're tackling all the easy shit. And they're doing none of the things. Same with the umpires getting run into.
Yeah,
tell them to get out of the way.
Man. That is ridiculous.
It's only just recently become a problem. It's never happened.
Yeah.
You've got 4 umpires.
What's his name? Fucking Brad Scott was teeing off about it, wasn't he? He was
should.
We've been telling him to get out of the corridor for years. Like, it was something he was working on while he was working at AFL House.
Yeah.
Like, get out of the corridor. It's ridiculous that they'll throw a ball up and then they'll back up right into the middle of the centre circle, when they know full well that every team's game plan is get that ball from one end to the other as quick as possible. The quickest way to do that is through the corridor.
Yeah.
And you fucking run into a dude in a bright yellow t-shirt. And then you pay a fucking fine for it. Potentially get suspended for it.
Well, so he ran into you. Like, if that was a car accident, he's at fault.
Yeah.
I only say that recently because that happened, but you know what I mean? It's
speaking from experience.
The problems we have in this league at the moment, that's why people are zoning out.
Yeah, we need Gil McLaughlin back. Fuck this guy.
We need a whole new, you've got, I know Finn you guys hate the NRL, but the AFL and NRL made 2 very distinct decisions. AFL wanted to go down the PC route. It's failing. NRL just wanted to be themselves, and they're just like, whatever is whatever. Even with their broadcasting shows, they're very loose compared to the overproduced crap you get on. Like, I mean, even 360 now, it's like 60 minutes. They've got all the suspenseful music and all this shit. Talk about it impartially. I will make my own decision.
It's always been like 60 minutes though. But
yeah, but
look, you are right. You know, they're not buying into that shit. But their sport fucking sucks, dude.
So it's a huge problem. There's problems
the
everywhere.
AFL with all their fucking pandering and over the top stuff is still so much better because the sport itself is fucking good. Like,
yeah, but they're killing it slowly. Like they're
Yeah,
strangling the life out of the sport.
but you take away all that outside noise, and what happens on the field is still good to watch. So they're not going to kill the sport the way you think it is, because if after all of that, for that fucking 120 minutes on deck, it's good to watch.
The quality's a bit up and down, but like it's still good to watch overall.
There's always going to be quality up and down. There's 18 sides in it. There's like it's what's going to happen, right? And even when there was fucking 12 sides in it, 10 sides in it,
there's always going to be teams that are shitter than the others.
Shitter than the others, yeah. And if they were all good, then it wouldn't be a fucking.
It'd be fucking weird to watch
for number one, would it? So like,
no, it's the drama of, but like even they're trying to manufacture with the fixtures. Just set it out before the year. Whatever happens, happens. Stop trying to manufacture everything. Let it happen platonically.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that came about because of COVID, and that's where this floating.
They're trying to have marquee games and all this shit. Like, just put the fixtures out at the start of the year. Whatever happens, happens. Because teams aren't naturally going to perform.
I do agree with that.
Like everything feels so controlled. It's not natural anymore.
Yeah.
The players are boring to interview. They all say the same thing. They've got all the same media trading.
Yeah.
At least Bailey Smith, he may say some out there shit, but at least he's authentic to who he is.
Yeah, but then he gets fucking squashed pretty quickly, and then
maybe
he
not
stops
talk about drugs, but like everything else, like if he was just outlandish and said,
he had like 3 good weeks and then hasn't said a fucking word, said boo to a goose since, because he's obviously the campfire fucking.
That's a really weird expression. What does that mean? Boo to a goose.
You wouldn't say boo to a goose, would you?
Well, no, because geese don't speak. Let's like go, not boo. Like,
we got a cramp face and a goose impression within about 5 seconds. Then there's another clip.
So definitely not manufactured.
No, there's not going to be any clips because he doesn't fucking do it.
Yeah,
anyway.
because he doesn't.
I've had
get
nothing to
content.
clip.
Oh, come
right.
on, you had like 3 episodes before that you didn't clip.
No, I usually clip at least a couple ones per episode.
So Fremantle then.
Yeah.
Oh, we go back to Fremantle?
Back to that.
Yeah.
Real quick, and then I want to play a game before we do the tips.
Derailed that. Freo fucking sucked.
Mate, long manure.
Actually, you know what annoys me is they were just like pumping, and then just like break.
So every time they're going to make the 8, they're just like, nah,
we don't actually want to do that.
Jumped straight off the cliff face when they were like rising. I was going like, man, Freo are starting to actually be like good, and then nah.
Yeah. So they're back in 9th, but
they should have won that game, and I should have had a perfect round.
They're going to be the next Richmond. Like they're always going to finish 9th or 3rd. This is their destiny until they make a significant change. And it's like the coach made too much about the bloody pitch during the week, where it's like, oh, we're going to get this investigated. It's like, worry about the game.
Yeah.
Like, and then you look at the play. Like, if my coach was making that much of a fuss about a ground that's still not that bad.
They lost by 11 points. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but they're better than that.
Yeah, they're better than that, and they were really poor in the first quarter.
They weren't in the whole game.
Yeah, and then couldn't chase to try and get ahead. Did they? I don't think they even had a lead, did they? They got within 1 point at 1 point, and then
Long Manure gave like the most depressing post game. It was just scattered and stuttering.
Yeah, but he's always been shit at interviews.
Yeah.
He just
but
sucks. It's like
doesn't inspire confidence with the masses. Like he should be under more pressure than Voss at this point, because that list should be performing a lot better than Carlton.
Yeah, but when your captain's like more focused on political than he is actually being a captain, she's bad at.
How is Palestine? Is it better?
Alex Pearce saved the world.
Well, there's no bombs been dropped since, has it?
Yeah, because Alex Pearce saved the world.
That man bun can do magical things. Makes coffee, world peace.
He saved the world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Made a difference, champ. Good job.
Good job. So they're probably cooked, probably will not play finals, and then Long Manure gone?
No, they'll sign him for another 5 years.
He's only an employee now. He's not a contracted coach.
They'll give him a new contract.
Or give him a new job. They'll hand him a mop and bucket and go, right, you clean the change rooms now.
Well, if Laura Kane needs more help, he can help out in that department.
Yeah.
More people.
He's a good assistant coach.
Yeah.
No.
He ain't got it.
He's had 6 years.
Yeah. Caleb Sarong was held out of the game pretty well. I think he was up till halftime. Had touched it twice, I think, and he had a total of 11, 12 disposals or something over the course of the game.
No, if teams have figured out he's a massive part of them winning.
Yeah.
So why is kanecornes shredding him?
He probably has had a go. I just happened to see the
he only picked
Patrick Crooks one. Did he?
No, Kingy went pretty hard at Fremantle and Long Manure himself. After
Yeah.
post game, he was pretty harsh, saying he's not the coach who'll take him to the Grandy.
No, not at all.
he's not.
But that list is better than what they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, it's true. But they are. He said it himself. He literally put it out there. They are a vanilla footy team. Like, play vanilla footy and you're not going to make it. Even if you do make it 2 finals, you're just going to get chewed up and spat
Not
out
gonna
anyway.
get the chockies if you're vanilla.
Oh,
Well, you've got to have more things in your arsenal than missionary and on top. Like you've got to,
do you?
Well, you got reverse cowgirl and all those sort. Like you got to, whenever the game calls for it, you got to change it up.
We'll cut that out. Yeah.
Don't cut it out.
Why? Sex is normal.
Just
It's an AFL podcast,
Yeah.
not your only.
We're talking about Palestine. What's the
All right, I want to play a game. So I went to the Golden Arches and I got me a AFL bundle meal, and in there you get a pack of footy cards.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah,
Since when?
I don't know.
Fucking hell, what
You
I'm
say
doing
Happy
when we
Meal?
leave here, I'm gonna get
No,
some.
like
I'm gonna get. I love it
it's
when
called
the
an
footy cards
AFL
are in
bundle,
there.
so you get 4
We've
burgies,
got
you
a
get some
massive
chippies.
collection of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, so we could play this game like relentlessly for the rest of the time.
No,
the
we
game
don't
is,
touch them all, but-
In my pocket here, I've got 4 cards, so I'm gonna read some information off of the cards.
Oh fuck!
You
yeah,
fellas
this
have got to
is
guess the
sick.
player.
Oh.
You down?
Yeah, you can't
Right.
reveal it till we've both. given
No,
a
no, no.
guess,
So it's
yeah.
going in the hoodie, and I'll read from here.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one. He wears a number 13 on his jumper.
Text.
No,
Damn it.
no. Debuted in 2017. Has played 155 games. Over his 155 games, he's kicked 3 goals.
Oh, Dixon. No, he's too early.
He's 186 centimeters tall. And the stats on the front of the card are from 2024. All right. So average kicks per game, 20.3. Average handballs, 4. Average disposals is 24.
Is he a winger? That sounds like a wing.
Average marks is 8.6. Average tackles is 2. Average fantasy points is 102.1.
It's just
Consistent. Any
Just trying to
guesses?
think of who number 13s are at each club.
all I can ever think of as Tex is the big 13.
It ain't Tex.
2017.
He kicked 3 goals in 155 games. It ain't Tex.
It sounds like a defender or a winger disposal wise. No, I got no. Can you give me a hint?
I can give you a team if you want.
All right, go.
The Fremantle Dockers.
2017. Brayshaw. No,
Where's number 13?
Honestly, I don't know who 13 is at Freo.
no.
It's Luke Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Second one.
Geez, that was dreadful. Okay,
That
yeah,
was dreadful.
let's
Oh, fuck
bring it up, bump it up, bump it up.
This game.
All right. You hate this game. So this one debuted 2011. Has played 220 games.
Okay.
Has kicked 462 goals.
Okay. 2011.
2011.
462 goals.
In 2024, averaged 5.8 kicks per game, 2.3 handballs, 8 disposals. Took 3 marks, goal and a half a game, and averaged 40.8 fantasy points in 2024.
Jesus, that's not good.
220 goals.
220 games,
Oh,
400 something goals.
462 goals.
So the
Where's
14-year player? Okay.
Where's the number 19? And I'll give you one that's not on the card. Arguably the most punchable face in the AFL.
Stephen May.
No.
Oh,
He's the most likely to punch you in the face.
Tom
but-
Lynch.
Yeah, Tom Lynch.
I didn't think Tom Lynch had a punchable face.
Don't you? Oh,
I just remember he had a
fucking
shitty
hate
year
looking
last
at
He
him.
year.
played 220 games.
220 games for
For a man who's
462
been
goals.
so injured, I'm impressed by that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone to him.
Did you get a flash then?
Nah.
All right. Okay. Cool. You didn't see the card either. Hey.
Feels like you want to sell me some drugs. Keep
Yeah.
going,
Well. All right.
What about some death sticks?
Debuted in 2014. 215 games, 139 goals. Is 184 centimeters tall. And in 24, averaged 13 kicks, 11 handballs, 24 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles, and 93 fantasy points. Where's the number 22?
It's like every midfielder
Yeah.
ever, isn't it? I don't know. Like
Where's number 22?
How many goals?
139.
139 from 215 games.
Midfielder. Willie Rowley? No, that's way.
Debut 2014.
What year was that? What happened in 2014? Pre-COVID.
This player debuted. Where's the number 22?
I don't know numbers.
Oh. That's where I'd have the edge on you in this game, I reckon.
I don't know numbers either.
No? The jumper's orange.
Oh, so GWS, yeah. Josh Kelly?
Yay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, I got one more in my pocket. Doing well.
Midfielder.
I was right. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yep. All right. So this one debuted in 2024.
Okay.
Freshie.
Yeah. And obviously the cards are based on 2024 stats. So played 20 games, kicked 10 goals, is 187 centimeters tall, averaged 8 kicks, 8.6 kicks, 10 handballs, 18.6 disposals, 2.3 marks, 4 tackles, and 66 fantasy points.
Harley Reid.
Harley Reid.
Do you know how I knew it was Harley Reid? Because I know what his disposal average from last year is.
There you go. Why didn't you say it?
Because I was just listening to the rest of them, and then he just called it straight away.
There you go.
I did it right.
You did. You got 3.
Do you know why that was obviously going to be Harley Reid?
Why?
Because there'd be no other 2024 debutants
He played 20 games.
who also get printed on a Macca's card.
You don't reckon? They're team coach cards, aren't they? And they're not just for Maccas.
Yeah, but they're only going to put players of like significant stature in the Macca's. Luke Ryan is one of the better defenders in the competition. That's actually a fact.
Mm. They also put captain cards in the packs, but they don't put stats on them. They just put a stupid quiz.
Tom.
Yeah. So I got a Marcus
quiz?
Bonson. Yeah. No,
in the game you want to do.
They don't give you the answers. You got to go online to get the answers.
Yeah, but we might have known the answers.
But I wouldn't know if you were getting the answers right.
But whether we could determine who the card is based off the quiz questions are.
Ooh, I don't know if you would. I'll bring him along next week. We'll see.
Does it ask you how many farms they own?
No, unfortunately not. No.
Geelong.
Yeah.
Belly sniff.
So there you go. That was kind of fun.
Well, he got 3 out of 4. So
Yeah. Talking of getting like numbers out of numbers, how'd you go in the tips?
6 out of 9.
8 out of 9.
I had a couple of roughies. I'll admit
And look,
that,
to be fair, that was we even said it last week that's going to be the decider.
Yeah.
And
Does anyone want to ask me how I went in the tips? I got 9 out of 9. Thanks for asking.
No, in a round that was a little bit unpredictable. You've done well.
Brother, that's back to back. 7 out of 7, then 9 out of 9. And
got your first 9 out of 9. And
that's in my entire career of
didn't put the punt down.
Yeah, that's my entire career of footy tips there. It's the only time I've got perfect round, and I did it 2 weeks in a row. So
Fremantle should have won.
fucking
So the
happy with
fact that
myself.
you tipped Sydney was a risk.
And you would have been shitting bricks with the Crows game at the start.
I was shitting bricks with the Crows game at the start.
Yeah, that was
And to be fair, I was
interesting
shitting bricks in the Freo Sydney game at one point when they did get within a point, and I was fucking like, oh, no, not now. Not now. Like, but Freo, man, they'll fucking stitch you up any which way they can. So I thought it was coming.
Yeah, well, it's coming. It'll be consistent. 'Cause they've got a really hard run home now, so they're gonna be in trouble.
They're fucked. So that does a lot to the scores in our tipping comp. Finn, you've opened up a fair old gap on Chadley.
Has he? How much?
Yeah, so you're on 88.
Well, you've jumped 2 more on me in the last 2 weeks, haven't you? You did.
Yeah, I'm a fair bit ahead of you now.
Because
Chad's on 88.
I dropped 1 game the last 2 weeks, and you got 2 full rounds.
Yeah, you're on 91. So what's that gap?
That's 3.
3.
You know,
it's starting to expand though, because it was only 2 a couple of weeks ago, and I'm on 97, so I'm 6 ahead of you, Finn. Feeling pretty good about that.
So I'll catch you.
You're running out of rounds to do it.
No, I'll get 2 for the next 3 weeks.
Should we have a mid-season comp to make it more interesting to see if I can get in?
bonus points.
Bonus 10 points.
Yeah.
All right, so I've gone Brizzy by 30.
Oh, 5.
Have you?
Hang on.
I have gone Brizzy by 28.
Who are they playing?
Carlton.
Oh, yeah, Brisbane. I'm going to go by 50.
Don't forget to actually put them in.
I just dragged.
No, I'm putting
them
in now.
That's
Just,
where
yeah.
it went to
I dragged it randomly 2 days ago, and that's where I landed too.
Geez, 92%
Sorry,
of
mate.
people have started. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but what did I say? 50? Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon that they'll. Yeah, if you're going to give Brisbane Lions that effort, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I have gone for Collingwood,
Same.
obviously.
Oh, People First Stadium. I reckon. Oh, no, I'm going to go. I reckon Gold Coast will give them their first loss.
They've had more. They've already had losses this year, mate.
No, but they haven't lost in a while. I reckon they're overdue.
All right. You're wild.
I've gone the Snoops.
Oh, Marvel
Snoops.
Stadium. Bulldogs, because they're dogs.
Snoop Dogg.
It's going to be probably two of the most
Can
exciting.
reuse the picture now. Did you ever go find it? You didn't. No.
This is going to be probably the two most exciting forward lines in the AFL going head to head, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think the Dogs are a bit more. Same thing with Melbourne. Whenever their midfield got on top of us, we struggled. And Melbourne's midfield, Bulldogs' midfield is impressive.
The only reason I'm going Dogs is because of the ground they're playing on. That's the deciding factor in this. And because I do believe that they have the capacity to be there. If Adelaide win this, then that's like me locked on Adelaide's going to the grand final.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I think between both teams, whoever win this will be a big indicator what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But no, I'll go Bulldogs as well. I think that's the smart
I've got
money.
the Bulldogs. Yeah.
And it's nice that they're at a stadium with a roof, unlike some other clubs.
Yep.
Cats.
Cats.
GWS. It's the GWS home ground. They're not terrible.
They're
No, they're not.
And Geelong are a bit whenever they're away from home.
The Giants are just can't make their mind up.
Yeah, but who's going to milk the cows while they're away for Geelong?
It's a great question. So you think their brains are going to be elsewhere?
Yeah, but
next
Bombers.
one, I have gone Richmond.
I've got the Bombers.
I've gone the young kids to touch up the injury savaged, poorly coached, no game planned.
Fair.
I think the Bombers have enough talent to get them. Richmond have been horrible. And it's 5:30 at the MCG, which means Bolter can't play. Or he could play most of the first quarter.
I have gone the Bombers for the same reasons. I think they've got enough experience to get it done. Now, I don't know why I've done this, but I've tipped Freo.
Oh, mate, they Hawthorn, they've been the bogey side for a long time.
I'm on the Hawks. They'll never not be bogey side.
I've sat here a couple of times and said you can't sleep on these Hawks.
You've got probably one of the best coaches versus the worst coaches, and this is going to be one in the coaches' box.
And you've got the team that forever ruined Fremantle from winning a premiership.
Do you know what? And every time I've
Can't
tipped
change
Freo,
it.
I can.
You just said Freo.
Oh.
You said it already, man. You can't change it. We don't convince him to change it when he's wrong. You don't get to swap.
Yeah,
Shit.
this will be I think this game will actually be the start of the burial of Jong Mom, whatever his fucking name is. Like he'll lose this one.
I'm literally
Long John guy.
I'm gonna be in that fucking position where I'm cheering on the Fremantle fucking Dockers.
Long John Meyer.
Long Johns.
Pirate. But I mean, they're up to service. At least the grass will be nice for the Dockers to play.
I've gone the D's.
I've gone North.
Oh my god, I'm going to totally catch you on.
No, I'm going D's. I've lost faith. Like, how is Clarko not under more pressure at the moment?
He will
FYI.
be at season end.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got North.
No, they're out of it, man.
No.
So good.
They're so good at they're bad because of they've got such great talent, but they don't do anything with it.
They're gonna do something with it this week.
I have gone Swannies.
Same.
Mate, St Kilda and Marvel.
He's gonna do it.
They're a bottom four side. They're literally in the bottom.
So technically, so are the Swans, aren't they?
No.
Oh, they'd be close to bottom four.
They're
No
not
fucking way.
on the
Sydney.
bottom. They're not in the bottom.
Sydney are 10th.
What's the game difference between how many games won between St Kilda and
3?
Sydney?
2. Yeah.
It's gonna be 3 at the end of this week.
Sydney have won 5. Sydney have won 7. Saints have won 5.
Nah, Saints at the Marvel Stadium, mate, all day.
No, you're a nutcase, man.
You are a nutter. And
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I toyed back and forth with
Port.
this one. I'm going with Port, but I was back and forth. I think if they're gonna do it, this is gonna be the one.
it's not gonna be the one because Port have finally hit their straps again.
Didn't they lose on the weekend? Yeah, they lost to Brisbane.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count.
Brisbane are good.
Yeah, well, they've been
West
up and
Coast are
down.
not.
Look, you put in more quarters together. I'll give you that. Port.
Honestly, for a period I was like, "No, this is the one. I'm doing it." And then I checked myself and I went, "No, I'm not doing it." Port
Fine, I'll go West Coast. I'll make it interesting.
Right on.
Because if West Coast get a sniff early, they'll be in it, and Port will give them a sniff.
Yeah, well, yeah, they will.
Not in a kinky way, just in sport way.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right. I didn't intend to sit and listen to you blokes rant about AFLW, so that was kind of interesting. I enjoyed this evening.
Well,
I feel like I listened more than I contributed, which is probably a good thing because my throat feels like I'm swallowing razors and my chest is quite tight and sore. So.
And I only lost about 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Even better.
This is what happens
Sorry,
when we
I'll
don't.
patch in shit
And
last
I
week.
did leave the room during that period, so
Where did you go?
Did you?
I just had to see my dog, which is my dog bark. I don't know if you heard it, but
No, I thought that was a code word
I
for
nearly
something.
had to
Okay,
get
yeah.
up and go sort my dog out again.
Yeah.
Just barking.
Okay, we thought we'd offended him somehow. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's like the text message.
No.
No,
I
no.
just could hear her going off.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right, sweet. Anything else?
I think it's pretty much the
I'm
key.
good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So
You say you got heaps of these?
old ones, yeah, they're all plugged. The child play with them. They're old ones.
I want to see if I can buy some more this week. Play
Why
that
don't you
game
just
again.
Get actual footy cards.
I will. Maybe we'll open a pack here and.
But you can get burgers and footy cards.
Well, that's true.
I mean, you can't even get them anyway. They sell out that fucking quick.
Footy card. I know a guy.
If you know a guy's sitting on booster boxes, you're paying above market rate for them, mate.
I know a guy where I can go and buy some. That's cool.
Card industry, brother.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It keeps popping up in like my YouTube feed a lot. Right, baseball, old baseball cards. Obviously, Pokemon's fucking huge. Like the trade shows and shit where people are like buying and selling PSA 10s and for mad money, bro. Mad money. So I've told you the story a few times about how I managed a secondhand game store in the UK and threw away what would now in 2025 be millions and millions of dollars worth of like retro consoles, games, cartridges and shit like that. I was watching a video the other day where someone was selling, the like fucking first generation tins, and they were selling them for like $4,000-$5,000, and I was just like, oh fuck, I'll just add a little bit more to the tally because I've definitely been them before as well. Like, fuck me, like I've literally thrown in my lifetime millions of dollars into the landfill. So
Yeah, at least the arts.
that's why I get free
paintings were-
cards from
yeah.
Macca's and don't go and buy them.
Because
I'm fucking broke.
You gotta be better. At least the Nazis knew their paintings were worth something. Even that's why they didn't throw them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking.
That is true
It's
history.
been a few weeks since he dropped anything in about war,
Yeah,
so
they didn't
we'll
worry
take
about
it.
PSA 10s. That
Thanks
was
for watching. See you next week.
Afraid of the mark.
not afraid to tackle the big topics. Well, that was good.
Was it?
Oh, well,
I thought it was alright. It's kind of like a bit of a... All I can ever think of is text. All I can ever think of is text. All I can ever think of is text. All I can ever think of is text.